Hello friends, Archangel with Crypto Angel here. I'd like to bring to your attention an announcement from Eric regarding ShibaSwap if you haven't seen it already. Around 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, he says, "Hi everyone on that bloody day in the whole market." And I think we can all agree on that one. Jumping in here to remind you that today is the last day of the liquidity event, and around block 12,872,000, the bones per block will decrease to 100. After that, the reduction curve will start until they, or the bones, are fully minted in 2024. If you ask me, now the game starts. News coming soon. So there's two things that I'd like to pull out of here. And the first one being the obvious that the liquidity event is still ongoing and did not end at 3 a.m. on the 20th. And we now have a block to estimate by or approximate the ending of the liquidity event rather than just 2 weeks or 14 days from the start of the liquidity event. The other thing is that news is coming soon, and I think that's extremely important to understand that there is a plan, there is a roadmap for the Shiba Inu ecosystem beyond the liquidity event. So I know I've seen a lot of people stating either in Discord or Reddit or on my YouTube channel that they are going to be jumping out of ShibaSwap as soon as the liquidity event is done. And that compounded with the bloodbath in the whole market right now that we're looking at, I think will create some fear, uncertainty, and doubt amongst the Shiba Inu holders. Now, I do think that this is important to understand that this is just the beginning. Eric had commented before that there's 5 other projects currently being worked in the ecosystem. And so seeing news coming soon just lets us know that there is plans after the liquidity event. But getting back up here to this approximate block ending of the liquidity event, I'd like to take you over to Etherscan. And thanks to Up and Away for sending me this link. The countdown timer for a block, an estimated block, and we're plugging in that 12,872,000 here. And you can see that that gives us roughly another day and 3 hours or so. If you're like me, I went and looked at my wallet Etherscan thinking, oh, well, maybe I miscalculated when the liquidity event was supposed to end. I took the beginning of the liquidity event and just took 14 days out, and that gave me roughly 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, if you were up and watching the collection at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you would have noticed nothing changed. And the collection or bone accumulation kept plugging along as usual. And now we know why. So there was no end to the liquidity event last night, and we've still got another 27 hours or so. I went back and looked at my wallet Etherscan to see when I first did my first transaction in ShibaSwap, and that was a fetch, and that landed about roughly 14 hours or 14 days and 9 hours ago. So we are definitely in bonus time here. We're getting an additional 36 hours of time in the liquidity event if you were calculating it based off of 14 days. So again, this is an approximate number. This is not an exact number for the block that we'll be ending at. They did not publish that, but an approximation is still pretty good. So again, we're seeing another roughly 36 hours in the liquidity event as bonus time, as opposed to the 14 days that we had all looked at from the start of the liquidity event. So I hope this content is helpful to you. I hope you can take advantage of the remaining time that we've got. And with that, Archangel out.